as we took advantage of this buy opportunity. I hope you are able to take advantage of this move. Remember, during the live session yesterday, we were around, where were we at during the live session? Okay, we were around the $1,806.50 level here, when I told you that I already took advantage of the buy position at the breakout of the $1,806.50 level. And this was as a result of identifying a channel. So this is where price started this week, 1,799. Somewhere around the 1,800, we saw bullish momentum, which I actually missed. And I said, we shall going to be looking out for a breakout retest of the 1,806.50 level to join the rally to the upside. And this is exactly what happened here. We saw the breakout. Even price came out to give you opportunities to join. And if you had joined this move, kudos to you, as price action moved over, how many pips was that? Moved over 2,700 pips before we started seeing this bearish momentum to the downside. And if you had actually taken advantage of that move, kudos to you for being on standby to catch that move, as you will currently be in profit on the XAUUSD before were taken out of that buy position. So during the early hours of today, I shared this on my public platform where we started seeing selling pressure continue here. And as a result of that, I drew this bearish trend line. And for today, this bearish trend line will continue to guide our trading activity. So what we are going to be looking forward to here is that if price continue to trade below this trend line, we continue to remain comfortable in our sell position. So during the early hours of today, I took advantage of this opportunity here. Like I said, I shared this on my platform, and I said if price trades below the 1,813, we continue to look out for selling opportunities. And in fact, we have multiple entries here. We had this first position running here. Then we also had a second position at the breakdown of the $1,809.50 level. And we also had the third position at the $1,806.50 area. So if you had been part of this trade, the sell position since the beginning of today, well done to you for being on standby to catch this move as it happened. So now the next thing we want to be doing is we don't want to give back to the market whatever we had made so far. So what we are going to be doing next is to lock in some profit at this point in time. So for me on this one, I will be suggesting that the 1,806, right above the $1,806.50 level, seems most appropriate to lock in some profit on the XAU USD. And now for those who had missed out on this opportunity, well, I'm of the opinion that price action might give us another opportunity to join that decline. And what I'll be looking forward to here is to see price break down the 1,800. Remember how important the $1,800 level is on our daily time frame to join that decline to the downside. And for those who don't know how important it is, well, I will be showing you that in the moment when we scale up to the daily time frame. Now, when you look at the structure here around the $1,800 level, you can see how it also shares a confluence with that bullish trend line that has been holding by pressure since last month. Remember this bullish trend line we identified yesterday. Let me extend it out a little bit so that we can see it more clearly. So we have this bullish trend line, and it appears we begin to see buy pressure come in around this area. So we are going to be very patient here on the XAUUSD. So like I said, to add more position to our sell position here, we want to see a breakdown of both the 1,800 and that bullish trend line to give us a bearish signal. And if possible, we start seeing selling pressure below the structure to further emphasize the strength of the sellers at this point. And if a breakdown of the 1,785 happens, then it want to be looking forward to adding more position to our existing trade. However, if the buy pressure here continues in such a way that it breaks out of the bearish trend line I said shall be serving as our yardstick for trading activities. Remember, I identified this bearish trend line here. I said it's going to be our yardstick for trading activity for today. So if the buy pressure here continues in such a way that it takes us out of our sell positions and then breaks out of this trend line here, right above the $1,806.50 level, followed by buying pressure right above the structure, then we want to be joining the second wave of that bullish momentum that started yesterday. And if you look at the structure closely, I told you how the 1,800 level was a support level for this week. So this is where price started this week here. So we had this area. This is where price started this week, and price appears to have come back to where the week started here. So what we are going to be looking out for right now is to see how price will react to the 1,800. So at this point in time, it's important that we remain patient here. Wait out for price to finish his reaction with the 1,800. And for us to sell right now, add more position to our sell position, we want to be seeing a breakdown of the 1,800 retest of the structure. Then we want to be joining that decline to the downside. But if the buy pressure here continues to the upside, well, we shall remain patient as well and wait out for this move to break out of the $1,806.50 level, a level which also shares a confluence with the bearish trend line here. Look out for buy pressure above the structure on our lower time frame. Then we could be joining that bullish momentum to the upside. Now, for those who are not part of the live session yesterday, I want to let you know how important the $1,800 level is. And to do that, I will be scaling up to the daily time frame here. So let's quickly look at what is happening on the daily time frame. And you can see how important the 1,800 is. So if you look at the structure we have here on the screen right now, you can see that's the $1,800 level here with the orange gold line. Let me call it the gold line. So that's the 1,800. And you can see how important that level has been since the beginning of this year. Look at the first couple of months this year, this level was holding by pressure, at least between the month of December and February of this year. It was an accumulation zone for buy pressure. The same thing happened here in the month of May. We saw buy pressure around this area, but it appears it wasn't strong enough as it met strong resistance from the sellers, which finally led to the breakdown of the $1,800 level. You can see the level was broken on the month of July, and since the breakdown of the 1,800, price has continued to trade below that structure to further emphasize the strength of the sellers at this point. So right now we have a huge consolidation phase around the 1,800 since the beginning of this month, hereby giving us a clue that there is an indecision in this market as the tussle for the 1,800 between the buyers and sellers continue. So for us to sell the XAUUSD right now, I will be looking forward to price breaking down the 1,800, probably the 1,7852 as well. Then we look out for selling pressure on our lower time frame to join that decline to the downside. But if price continue to trade below the 1,800, we want to be looking out for buying opportunities right above that structure. So the 1,800 is a very important structure for us for this week. We are going to be all eyes shall miss anything that happens around here. So if buy pressure happens above the 1,800, buy pressure, and if the breakdown of the 1,800 happens, we continue to look out for sell pressure. So let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. I just wanted to show you how important that 1,800 is on the daily time frame. So we're right back on the 1 hour time frame, and this is the, hold on a second, let me show you again. Okay, so this is the $1,800 level here, and as you can see here in the last hour, we have been witnessing buy pressure right above that structure at this point. So I told you, like I said on the daily time frame, if a breakdown of the 1,800 level happens here with selling pressure below the structure, we want to be having a sell position running on this one. And if the buy pressure here continues in such a way that it continues to the upside, and it takes us out of our current sell position here, leading to the breakout of the 1,806 level, a level which also shares a confluence with the bearish trend line. Then we want to be getting ready to buy the XAUUSD with the hopes that we see buy pressure above the structure in our lower time frame. Then we join the rally to the upside. And if that happens, and the breakout of the $1,820 level happens here with buy pressure above the structure, we want to be adding more position to our XAUUSD. So these are my views here on the XAUUSD. I hope I was able to simulate all the possible scenarios that could likely happen. So when it finally happens during the New York session, we will not be caught surprised at that move when it happens. So we want to be on standby to catch all this possible position that might likely happen at this juncture in the markets.